you. This door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. This door is open. This door right here is open for you. This door is open to you. This door is open. I'm talking about this door. This door is open. I said this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Melbourne, a positive path for spiritual living. We want to affirm that something good, something wonderful is going to happen to you today because you made the decision to be here and celebrate the God of your understanding. Please stand and join us in our opening song. Today it is Swing Wide the Doors by Daniel Nahmod. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors, the standing while we affirm together our why statement. We love and accept ourselves and others and heal our world. Please take a moment to greet and bless your neighbors, especially the neighbors you don't already know very well. Get to know someone this morning. Exchange handshakes and hugs. All right. To be continued in hospitality after the service. Meanwhile, let's find our way back to our seats, please. And Reverend Ron is going to open our service with prayer.
So good morning. So let's just take a moment to go within. And I just give great thanks for this opportunity to be here this morning, for all of us to come together in this divinely loving community where we come to learn, to grow, to touch one another, to know that this place is a safe haven to be who we are and what we are. And so I just bless each of us for stepping forward and being here for this service today. I bless people all over the world, whether they're in a church, a synagogue, a mosque, or just taking a walk out in nature, and know that each and every one of us is touched by that divine presence. And I just give thanks for that and so much more, and just let it be. And so it is.
And so it is. And now we'll bless our children, the children of this ministry who are across the hall in Sunday school, and all the children around the world. So please rub your hands together, get some energy going, and direct it at the children. And we'll say together, children, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are. And now we have, I believe it's Beth today, or is it Juan? Who do we have for Ministry Minute? Oh, it's Angie. Angie's coming up today for our Ministry Minute.
Good morning, everyone. Through July 1st, Unity of Melbourne will be collecting school supplies. It's right in the corner. Our goal this year is to fill 30 backpacks. Whether you're giving a backpack or a pack of pencils, there is no donation too small. Donations can be left in the marked bin in hospitality. Thank you for your support. Together, we will make sure our local kids go back to school ready to succeed. Donations can also be made through a donation link on the newsletter or Facebook post for the event. The Chinese calligraphy as meditation class will be moving to once a month beginning in July. This class will be now offered on Sunday afternoon after the service. Please watch the What Wall and newsletter for new updates. And lastly, the membership orientation, July 12th, after the service at 12 o'clock. Anyone new to Unity or just curious to know more, join us to find out what we believe, how we are different, how we pray, and what this congregation is all about. Also available by Zoom, June 15th at 6 p.m. Sign up information available in the reception under the Foyer TV. And lastly, we have our board president, Derek, who's going to be announcing some new things to y'all.
Thank you. I love the applause. Good morning, Unity of Melbourne. My name is Derek Slatton, and I am your board president. Since May, we have passed one motion and have been, sorry, it's small. I am going to make that bigger next time. We have passed one motion and have been working towards resolving our leadership vacancy since Reverend Moe stepped down. We're currently in the negotiation phase of hiring a part-time consultant who will service and improve processes among the board, staff, and our engagement with all of you. Our primary goal is to improve our financial situation, which means we need to improve systems across all functionalities. This is strictly a consultant, meaning there will be no stage presence or service presence. Once the consultant is effective, we will likely be discussing our strategy to recruit a minister. Number 2, our community is in dire need of more volunteers. Specifically, we need a total of 11 additional volunteers. The type of volunteer and the estimated time commitment can be seen on the screen. And yes, thank you for zooming in again. This is a great chance to engage in an energy exchange and become a contributing member of our little village called Unity of Melbourne. Thirdly, every month we tithe 10% of our donations to show support of our organizations that align with Unity principles. Unity Worldwide and Silent Unity are our reoccurring donations, with the 3 additional selections varying from month to month. The selections for May are Serene Harbor, which is a donation directly for the Backpack School Supply Drive, the Trevor Project, an organization that supports mental health for LGBTQ and young people, and the Brevard Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. The intent here is to spread love to our community and plant seeds of prosperity beyond the walls of Unity of Melbourne. Next slide, please. Now, this may look familiar to some of you, but it's a good point to press again, and maybe I'll just change the picture next time. But on the page, sorry, maybe we can zoom out a little bit. There we go. On the page of volunteering, the intention is never for you to carry all the weight. Please don't let this be you. How can you avoid this? Speak with a board member and help us understand how to offer support. Could I ask the present board members to briefly stand? We have 3 here present, including myself. These are your representatives. Yes, thank you. Let us empower you. Ask us how we can help. As you can tell, there are currently only 4 of us, or 3 present, but there are only 4 of us. So this is a great recruiting moment as well. We'd be happy to speak with anyone interested in learning how they can have a major positive impact on our spiritual center. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Derek. And now I think we have Angie back up to read the daily word.
I appreciate the applause. I'm so kidding. But I'm just waiting for the daily word to pull up here. Okay, there we go. Let's say it together. Connection. I share a connection to all living things. Anything else up there? That's it. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that, Chris. Connection. I share a connection with the family, the world's creatures, the universe itself. I am reminded of the words of astronomer Carl Sagan, who wrote, "The cosmos is within us. We are made of star stuff. We are a way for the universe to know itself. I affirm this cosmic connection and more. I feel I am part of everything and connected with everyone through the indwelling presence that unites us in God. When the world feels lonely and I am struggling to find my place in it, I remember this cosmic connection, and that despite our surface differences, we have much in common. I value my connection with others and seek to make new ones. I treasure these relationships and celebrate our oneness in God. Therefore, encourage one another and build up each other, as indeed you are doing." Let's say it together one more time. I share a connection to all living things. Thank you.
Thank you, Angie. Now's the time in our service when we prepare for meditation and we begin with a song. So sing along with us if you like, or just close your eyes and settle in and begin to sink into that quiet, inward, holy place.
So let's settle into this moment together. Take a deep breath and gently let it go. And then again, another deep breath. And this time, breathe in peace and exhale any tension. Allow yourself to become fully present. And as we grow still, let us remember that life was never meant to be a solitary journey. There's a presence within us and around us that walks beside us every step of the way. And we call this presence Spirit. Spirit is not distant. Spirit is not something we must earn or seek far away. Spirit is the very life expressing itself as us. It is the wisdom that inspires us, the love that comforts us, and the power that strengthens us. Imagine walking along a beautiful path. Beside you is a trusted companion, one who knows your highest good, believes in your deepest potential, and sees possibilities where you see obstacles. This companion is Spirit. When uncertainty arises, Spirit offers guidance. When challenges appear, Spirit offers strength. When fear whispers, Spirit reminds us of our divine nature. As we rest in this awareness, let us open ourselves to divine partnership. Silently affirm, I am never alone. Spirit walks with me and works through me. I trust the wisdom that is unfolding in my life. I welcome divine guidance in all that I do. Feel these words settling into your heart. There is nothing you need to force, nothing you need to struggle to achieve in this moment. Simply allow yourself to be supported by the infinite presence that has always been with you. In the quiet of this sacred silence, listen for the gentle voice of Spirit. And now, with gratitude, we know that as we leave this meditation, we do not leave Spirit behind. We carry this partnership into every conversation, every decision, every opportunity, and every challenge. Knowing that Spirit is our faithful partner, we move forward with confidence, peace, and joy. And so it is.
Presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel His mighty power and His grace. As a holy hush around us, I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Stand and join us. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel His mighty power and His grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. And so it is in you and me and all of us together. Please stay standing. We'll sing together A Light in This World by Reverend Donna Michael. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I seat.
I'm back. So good morning again. And title of the message today is Spirit as Our Partner. And I want to begin with a quote from Marianne Williamson, who said, "You can let the same force that makes flowers grow and planets move run your life, or you can do it yourself." You know, when we invite God into our lives, we can change our lives forever. And when I think I might have said this here before, but when we take in God as a partner, we get a friend that's like no other friend. We can't actually see him or touch him, but this friend is closer than our next breath. And we have this power working for us in ways that we can't even imagine. And all we have to do is say, "Okay, Spirit, please come and change my life." You know, the last time I was here, I told a story about a young rabbinical student who goes to his rabbi and says, obviously I'm doing this story again, huh? And he goes to his rabbi and he says, "Why, if God provides everything, did he make wheat grow from the ground instead of bread?" And his teacher says to him, "Because God supplies the wheat, but we must make the bread. In this way, God shows us that we are partners in creation." You and I have the power to create with spirit. And when we don't use that power, we give it away. You know, like I just said what Marianne Williamson said, we can consciously court this all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence to come into our lives, or we can decide to do it all ourselves. You know, it seems to me it's a pretty easy choice. But I know that so often we forget and we try to do it alone. I know I do once in a while, despite the fact I've learned over and over again it's a bad idea. I still slip into it. My wife never does because she's like practically perfect. But since I always tease her, I thought I'd throw her a bone today. So let's look at how some different people look at what I've just been talking about. Joel Goldsmith is a spiritual writer who said to him, the most comforting passage in the Bible is, "My peace I give unto you, not as the world give I to you." And he said, as long as we look to people and circumstances for peace, we're never going to have lasting peace. That we can't put our reliance on form. And by form, he meant outside stuff. You know, it's nice to have a nice car, a big house, go on nice vacations. Nothing's wrong with that. But that's not the kind of activities and the kind of things that are going to give us lasting peace. We need to put our consciousness on that which created the form, meaning we need to put our consciousness on spirit. Every issue in our life is not determined by external circumstances. They're determined by our consciousness. And when we seek the allness of spirit, we have all we need for our own personal unfoldment. By doing our inner work, we become a conscious partner with our own conscious evolution. Think about this. If all of God is everywhere at once, that means that God doesn't come and go. We might, but God doesn't. You know, the Christian mystic Meister Eckhart once said, God is at home, but we're in the far country. You know, those are the times when we decide to do it all by ourselves. You know, all we could ever want is right here, right where you and I, wherever we are. And we just need to accept it. And the accepting is mental. In spirit, there's no limitation. Now, we might have a consciousness of lack and limitation, and we might experience it, but that's on us. That's not on spirit. You know, and one of the ways to make sure that it doesn't go away is to blame. You know, at some point in our life, we have to reach the stage of maturity where we stop blaming our mother or our father or our first spouse or whoever, and we just need to look in the mirror, whether we love what we see or not, and to say, I did this. I take responsibility for this. And the great part about that is, if we did it, if we created whatever it is, we can recreate it if we choose to. And it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be bad. If we like where we are, there's no limit to what we can create. Because God can do for us only what it can do through us. You know, in Matthew, Jesus says, for wherever your treasure is, there will be your heart. And he was talking about consciousness, how we think and how we feel. So how do we start? How do we begin to get on this divine track? And the answer is really pretty simple. We start from wherever we are. Where else could we start from, right? From wherever we are. And didn't Jesus say, even if we have the faith of a mustard seed, we can move a mountain. We can grow and grow and grow in our faith. And I've seen this quote attributed to a couple of people, but you don't have to see the whole staircase. You only have to see the first step. And that's how we can begin. The Reverend Michael Beckwith from the Agape Center in California, he talks about immature and mature wanting. And he describes immature wanting as, I want this, I want that. I've heard that described as using God as your butler. Give me this, give me that, I'll take this. You know, I've also heard it described kind of as he who has the most toys when he dies. That's the he who dies with the most toys wins. I'm sorry, that's the way to say it. That doesn't work because the toys don't come with us. And Beckwith said that kind of mindset operates from a poverty mindset. I just don't have enough. On the other hand, a mature level of wanting says, I want to know more of what I really am. I want to express my true nature of love, of joy, of compassion. And that's the mindset where we know everything we need to fulfill our highest purpose is right where we are. The Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu put it, be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize nothing is lacking, the world belongs to you. Bless you. The world belongs to you. So I want to tell you a story about a high school teacher who gives all of the seniors in his class a blue ribbon. And written in gold on this blue ribbon, it says, who I am makes a difference. Who I am makes a difference. And then he gives each one of the seniors 3 ribbons, and he asks them to go out and give the ribbons to people in their lives and then come back and tell the class what happened. So one of the students, the first person he goes to is a young executive who helped him do some career planning. So he gives him a ribbon, and then he explains the project, and he gives him 2 more ribbons to give out. And this young executive, he goes to his boss, who's kind of a crabby guy, but he goes to his boss and he gives him a ribbon, and he says to him that I admire you because I think you're a creative genius. And his boss thanks him, and he takes the last ribbon and he goes home. And he has a 14-year-old son. And he gets his son, sits down with him, and he explains the project to him. And he says to his son, he gives his son the ribbon, and he says, sometimes when I'm around and I think your room's a mess, I yell at you. Or I might yell at you if you don't get your homework done. And sometimes I may be busy and I ignore you. But I want you to know, I think you're a great kid and I love you. And his son starts to sob. And his son says, Dad, earlier tonight, I wrote you and Mom a letter explaining why I left my life. I was going to commit suicide because I didn't think either one of you cared. The next day, that boss went back to work, an entirely changed person, because what he realized is who you are makes a difference, not what you are or what you have. The Reverend Raymond Charles Barker said, when we say, be still and know that I am God, what that means is, I am the potential. I am the creativity. I am the possibility. I am that which shall be. I am not that which was. So I read a study recently about high IQ people. And they said high IQ people measure themselves in terms of today and the future, whereas lower IQ people measure themselves in terms of the past. So they said if you go, when they went and did interviews, when they went to creative people and said, tell me about your life, creative people would tell them what they were working on and what they planned to work on. And they accept themselves for who they are, not who they were. All of us, you are what you are, and you can become more of it. On some level, we're all trying to have more health, more peace, greater loving relationships. And we can have these because we have the power to co-create them with Spirit. So I want to read you a quote from Emmett Fox. Emmett Fox said, whatever enters your life is but the material expression of some belief in your own mind. The kind of body you have, the kind of home you have, the kind of work you do, the kind of people you meet are all conditioned by and correspond to the deepest mental concepts you hold. That to me is so crucial. It's saying everything in our life depends on our mental concepts, on our consciousness, on what we believe, on what we're putting out into the universe. Let me give you a couple of examples. Lynn Grabhorn is a lady who's written a number of books, and she tells a story in one of her books about herself when she moved to Central California. And she had a friend named Tom who was a realtor. And Tom took her under his wing and he taught her real estate. And eventually she got her license. And she was working for Tom. And she showed somebody a ranch overlooking the Big Sur. And if any of you know anything about California, it's one of the most beautiful places in the world, okay? So she shows this person the ranch in the Big Sur worth millions of dollars. In fact, listen to what she's a middle-aged person in her 40s or early 50s. And she said the commission on that property would have been more money than she earned in her entire life. What she was saying is if you added up everything she earned in the first 20 or 25 years she worked, this commission would be more than that, okay? And they agree to the sale. And everybody is thrilled except her. She was terrified. She was a nervous wreck. She kept imagining something's going to happen, something's going to happen. And guess what? On the day of the closing, it fell through. It happened to her 2 more times. And she finally went to Tom and she said, I can't handle this pressure. I can't, I got to quit. And this is what Tom said to her. He said, sweetie, you blew them away with your fears. You got to feel those little suckers closing. Feel yourself shaking everyone's hand. Feel yourself out there celebrating. You got to know it's going to work, or trust me, it never will. If you can't feel it happening, it won't. And she wrote years later, she realized what he meant was, you have to feel your desires into being. So I want to give you one more example that's a lot more personal. When Becky and I first got married, Becky had a job at a furniture company where she sold furniture. And one Friday night, Becky came walking into the house and she had all of these folders and books, and she could barely carry them in. And she put them down on a table and she said, Ron, I worked with a customer today and this is the biggest order I have ever had. If I can close this, the commission will be more money than I make in a year. And she said, so I need you to help me. Stay out of my way this weekend. You're going to have to do all the cooking. You're going to have to walk the dog. Just let me work. And so I did. But every time Becky came up for air, like when we were eating or when we were taking a break, now it just so happens her boss's name was Tom too, she would say to me, Tom's not going to let me have this commission. This commission's too big. He's going to say, I want some of that commission. And so that's how our weekend went, work and fear, work and fear. Monday, Becky went to work, and Tom was really congratulatory on this work that she had done, this quote she came up with, and he said, looks really good. In the afternoon, he called her and said, I just heard from the client, they went with somebody else. Now, the truth is, we have no idea if that's why it failed, because Becky was so worried that she wasn't going to get that commission. But could you imagine maybe what it would have been if instead of that, when she took a break, we sat there visioning how when she got that commission, we were going to go out for a great dinner or maybe go away for a nice romantic weekend. We were talking about it in the car today on the way here, and I said, that would have been a heck of a lot nicer weekend than the weekend we had of work and fear, But the point is what Lynn said, you got to feel it. And if you don't feel it, the vibes you're putting out into the universe, they don't help. Ernest Holmes, I want to read you a quote from Ernest Holmes. He said, "We have a power within us, a power that is greater than anything we shall ever contact in the outer, a power that can overcome every obstacle in our life and set us safe, satisfied, and at peace, healed and prosperous in a new light and a new life." So before I close, I just want to say to you, maybe it'd be a great thing to do today when we leave here. Take a look at a tree or the sky, or we live near the ocean, or tonight, take a look at the stars and just say to yourself, the power that created all of that, I can work with. I can use that power to create the life that I want to have. So before we close, I want to say something gently, because in some ways it matters more than anything I said today. You are not doing this alone, and you never have been. In your quietest moments, the ones that nobody else sees, when you felt insecure or tired or like you had to carry the load all to yourself, Spirit was there, not watching from a distance, not waiting for you to get it right, but right beside you, within you, breathing with you. Partnership with Spirit means you don't have to force your way through life anymore. You don't have to white knuckle your way to good. You get to lean into something larger than your fear, wiser than your doubt, more loving than you've ever dared to hope for. So whatever you're going to do this morning, whatever you're facing, whatever feels heavy or uncertain, I want you to let this truth settle into your bones. You are held. You are accompanied. You are loved by a presence that will never leave your side. Let that be enough for today. Let that be enough for the next step. You and Spirit together, always. God bless you. Thank you for being with me.
Thank you so much, Reverend Ron, for that wonderful talk. Now's the time in our service when we celebrate our prosperity and our abundance, and we begin with our prosperity affirmation. So together, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. I am grateful. And now rise as you're able, and we'll sing together. This is More Than Enough by Daniel Nahmod. There is more than enough in a universe that you created. There is more than enough on a planet of sacred design. There is more than enough for humanity made in Oh, please take a seat. Be seated, and just know that we don't pass baskets at this point in the service, but as we leave at the end, there are planters by the doors where you can drop your love offerings, your gifts, your tithes, knowing that as we do so, we plant the seeds of our own prosperity and the prosperity of this ministry. So now we'll ask Reverend Ron to bless the offering that we know is forthcoming at the end of the service.
So if you're comfortable, just close your eyes and just know we bless these gifts with gratitude, knowing that they carry the vibration of love, abundance, and possibility. And as they go forth, they return multiplied, expanding the good in this community and in every life that they touch. And so it is.
And so it is. Unity is a place of prayer. We have chaplains here to pray with you after the service if you have a prayer need or a prayer desire, something that's feeling heavy, something you want to celebrate, whatever it is. Can our chaplains who are here today identify themselves? I see Anne over here, so seek out Anne if you'd like someone to pray with you after the service. Announcements are printed in your bulletin. Please take the time to read them. And there's a lot more information on the bulletin board in the hallway and on the one in the hospitality area. Please just take a moment to look at those boards before you leave today and see if there's information there that you might benefit from having. Lots of exciting things happen here that we don't have time to tell you about during this service. Last but not least, do we have any newcomers with us today, or anybody who's here for the first time in a long time, who's comfortable identifying yourselves, just so we can greet you properly after the service? Excellent. Welcome. We hope that you've enjoyed the service today. We also hope that you got a gift bag on the way in. If you did not, please ask one of us. We'll find one for you. We want you to have some information about this amazing community that we all love so much. And we do hope you'll stick around for hospitality and get to know us better. Some of us stay for longer than the service after the service. So please, we hope you'll stay and get to know us better. I think that's all I need to say. Let's stand and join together in our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The mind of God guides me. The life of God flows through me. The laws of God direct me. The power of God abides within me. The joy of God uplifts me. The strength of God renews me. The beauty of God inspires me. Wherever I am, God is. And now take hands across the aisle, and today we're ending with Stand by Karen Drucker. So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. And so it is. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Like this awesome band up here, we have Nikki at the piano today, Stoney on the organ. Behind me is Kevin on the bass. And in the corner we have Nick on the drum kit today. That's Vashti, and I'm Deborah. today and always. Have an excellent week, everyone.